Dynamic EQ is a modern mixing tool that blurs the line between frequency and dynamics. It combines traditional EQ with elements of dynamics control normally found in compressors or expanders. Here are the top 5 tips for using dynamic EQ effectively. Understanding the basics. Dynamic EQ works similarly to traditional EQ, with a twist. Instead of a fixed gain value for each EQ band, you can cut or boost with different intensity depending on the strength of the incoming signal at those frequencies. This means that dynamic EQs automatically adjust how much EQ they apply based on the sound coming in. Knowing the difference between dynamic EQ and multiband compression. Dynamic EQ primarily works like an EQ with all the controls you'd expect, including bell and shelving curves, as well as adjustable Q, the steepness of the curve. But rather than simply applying a static amount of boost or cut to a signal, as with a standard EQ, the change in gain will occur in response to the level of the incoming signal at a given frequency. Cutting only when the chosen frequency is a problem. Dynamic EQ is perfect for dealing with tracks that have an unpleasant buildup of certain frequencies. For example, if a rhythm guitar part or a vocal recorded on a somewhat woolly mic has a buildup of low-mid frequencies, you can use dynamic EQ to cut these frequencies only when they become a problem. Using dynamic EQ in a surgical way. Dynamic EQ is generally easier to use in a surgical way by applying high Q slopes to bell curves. Though some multiband compressors may allow users to make bands quite narrow, they won't be able to match the precision of the sort of narrow cuts, or boosts, that can be made with EQ. Mastering with dynamic EQ. Arm yourself with a dynamic EQ, locate the problematic frequency, and iron it out. Often only 1 or 2 decibels of dynamic attenuation with a narrow Q can significantly improve a master. The key to using dynamic EQ effectively is understanding how it works and applying it judiciously to solve specific problems in your mix. Happy mixing! Please leave a comment with your own tips and what you would like us to cover next. Also tickle that like button and hit the bell and subscribe notification for more no-nonsense tips.